I think this video is a video I've been wanting to make with a side character that doesn't really get talked about a lot. Y'all saw the intro. Y'all know what part we're talking about. Y'all know who we're talking about if you got to part 7. Today we're talking about Hot Pants. And we're going to go through her whole history. I'm going to tell you how I feel about her as a character. Y'all know how these videos go. And plus, if y'all like this video, I'm thinking about doing something new. I'm thinking about doing like steel ball run or part character profiles, you know. So this will be the first one. This would be like the trial run. Anyways, let's start talking about the androgynous team switching nun, Hot Pants. Starting off with Hot Pants' background, which we don't actually learn till a lot later in Steel Ball Run, but this is my channel. When it comes to her hometown, all we know is that she was born in the USA and that it was a small town, but her and her little brother used to go to the woods to collect nuts and berries and different things like that. Until one day, a bear, a big ass grizzly bear, caught both of them. And Hot Pants, she was panicking. She didn't know what to do, but she didn't want to die. So out of natural reaction, she had pushed her brother, who was in front of her, towards the bear so she could run off. Now, everyone believed it was a tragic accident because at the time, again, she was like 9. But the guilt ate her alive to the point where she had left her hometown and went to Italy. Once getting to Italy, she became a nun and she had hoped that it would allow for forgiveness from God and her brother. But as time passed, she had learned about the corpse parts, which is ironically a target for almost everyone in Steel Ball Run. But after getting her ability cream started, she was sent on a mission by the kingdom to retrieve the saint's corpse through the race and under a fake name. That's how we get Hot Pants. But it's once the race starts, things start really getting crazy because during the race, she was teaming up with Johnny, Gyro, Lucy, and Diego. Basically everyone who wasn't Funny Valentine in order to get more saint corpse parts. And in a lot of ways it worked. It worked all the way up until she ran into the big boss battle where the big boss already had his final version of his stand and he had his sub stand activated. She didn't really have a chance when it came to that. But me personally, when I looked at her character for the first time, I saw the like stark differences and similarities between her and Johnny Joestar. You really gotta think about it. If you read Steel Ball Run, you would know that guilt is definitely a main talking point within Steel Ball Run. Johnny and Hot Pants both had the misfortune of losing brothers and things they felt like they could have stopped or it was their fault that it happened. Now Johnny's is a lot more circumstantial because we don't know if it was actually the same mouse that ran on the track and killed Nicholas. Hot Pants, however, it's confirmed that she's basically the main reason why her brother's dead. And Araki plays on the guild in one of my favorite arcs with not only within Steel Ball Run, within all of JoJo, in the Civil War arc. Now, the reason I love the Civil War arc so much is because it was about facing your past mistakes, your sins, your doubts, and trying to overcome all that. And really, I only say that because that's what the stand was about. The Civil War stand, it was trying to guilt you. It was trying to make you feel worse about the things you've committed, the horrible atrocities you have went through. But it's your job to stay focused and sane to try to beat it, which is why we see Johnny and Hot Pants both struggle so much to beat it. Hot Pants actually got captured in a very quick time for her. Usually it takes a lot, but she got captured because the guilt of her losing her brother and her knowing that she was the one that caused it never left her. Even when she became a nun, it didn't leave her. Even when she was collecting holy corpse parts, it didn't leave her. It was always there because she had never resolved it within herself. And that's why we see Johnny go through the same struggle against Axelrod. Civil War was attacking Johnny like no other. They were going after Danny, his father, his late brother. They were giving him all these different mirages. And all Johnny was doing, he was getting overwhelmed until we got one of the most iconic panels. We got Jesus pulling up and telling him, do not shoot unless you're wholeheartedly ready. Which is when he pointed it somewhere else, which I don't know if I could show or say on YouTube. But he did it and it worked and it activated Tusk Act 3, which is where we see him almost win up until the end where he gets stabbed and all of his sins get transferred over to the original stand user until Funny Valentine pops out and just shoots him and nothing happens to Funny Valentine because he feels no remorse. Now, you may ask me, why did I do a mini recap of the Civil War arc? Well, it's to really highlight how much guilt Hot Pants faced. Now, Hot Pants, her guilt was different than Johnny's. Johnny's, most of it was mostly circumstantial. He can't know for sure that Danny was the same mouse that got his brother packed up. Hot Pants, however, she was the one who pushed her brother into a bear. But knowing the guilt still eats her alive, it makes more sense for a character, because her character is a very stoic and cold one, just there to get her to do her job and dip. You know, not trying to make friends, not trying to do anything, really seeing every opportunity or every time that she's on screen or that she teams up with someone as a business opportunity, a business venture, because she sees every handshake, every agreement as a business partnership. We see that with Lucy when she has Lucy spying for her after she gave Lucy a new disguise using Cream Starter. And really it's because even though she is contracted by her government to bring these corpse parts back, she was really doing that for pure redemption. And who knows what she would have did with the corpse parts if she would have really brought them back. I would bet she wouldn't. It was clear to see that she had felt like getting the corpse parts would redeem her of her sins because they had been chasing her for so long. She felt like that was the only way, which again, I respected. Now, after Civil War, we see her team up with Lucy, like I mentioned before, and we see her team up with Diego. Now, the way that she got Diego to team up with her was, first, she tried to fight him, which is a recurring thing for her. You could just chalk it up as she's not fucking with you. But next, she said that she had some information about Diego's father, Dario. Now, both Darios in the JoJo universe suck. This Dario, however, he was like 18 when Diego was born, 17, 18, and he was just finna send him down the river, but like literally just down the river. And then when his mom jumped to save him, he just said good riddance and walked off. So yeah, Diego, he really does hate his father in this universe too, because he sees him as the reason that his mom and him lived a horrid and tough and poverty-stricken life. But they teamed up to basically track Funny Valentine down and get the corpse parts and all that good stuff. And unfortunately, we do know how that ended, because once they get on the train, Funny Valentine was not playing with them. Hot Pants, she was the first one to go. She took a tumble outside the train, fell under the tracks, and that was that. And Diego was not too far behind her either. But even though her character went out like that, she was always a real one. She was a real one because she was so locked in on her goal. Her goal was valid. And plus, not gonna lie, her stand was just cool. Her stand, she could heal. It was basically like a can of flesh that she could spray at any point. You know, tape your mouth up, heal her arm, just stretch her body through tight spaces. Cool. But if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 2K. We're at 1.6 now. Thank y'all. And until next time, peace.